It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Jags, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Carson Wentz of the Colts, Trevor Lawrence of the Jags.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in vogue. And what I mean is taking the shots downfield, because for a long time in this league, it was all about precision passing, the West Coast offense. But now we've got a couple of guys here who'll take some shots downfield, and they have some receivers who can go get it.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. To return is Jadon Mickens. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Wentz now on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Wentz. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Dancing away at the 35. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And bulldozing his way through. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Wentz. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant. 58 for Mike, 58.
Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Lawrence going to throw again. Connection made with Chenault. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Ooh, with a juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Bring it! Bring it!
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a give to Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, it's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Who draw corkers? Single, slot. Hey, look at me. Let's go.
They start the drive with Hyde, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53, check 53.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, Nat.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete. That's Arnold. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox, play.
Now Lawrence to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run once more with Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.